Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alicia. I post new videos every Thursday, primarily on tumblers, but I do other things, and this is one of those other things. So I'm going to be trying some new products today. Nothing that I'm sponsored for, it's just stuff to make my life easier. So I wanted to try this Let's Resin multi-pore spout along with this deburring tool, and I'm going to use GMI's new mica powders that are these neon colors. So I mixed up, I can't remember how many mLs. I want to say it was like 50 mLs of epoxy. No, it was more than that. It was a lot more than that because this is one of those big coasters. And I divided it up as equally as I could to use all 5 colors because I have this 5-color pour, silicone pour cup by, like I said before, Let's Resin. And I've been wanting to try this out, and I thought, oh, you know what? This is a good opportunity to try out. Glitter makes its new mica powders, these neon ones. So I poured them in, and then I do up another like 20 mLs of epoxy, and I'm putting in this white mixative alcohol ink to do white. I'm going to try to go like the intent was to do something like a flower technique, but I'm not really versed or experienced with acrylic pouring or even like mica pouring and coming out with like flower effects and stuff like that. So this is really me experimenting with the pour cup, with the mica powders, and then later on the deburring tool, which really was interesting to use. So I start at the one end and I pour to the other end, and then I just kind of circle around until I fill up the mold to the point where I thought it was pretty much full. And so it wasn't on the tippy top, which was okay. I was okay with that. And because I'm going to put a top coat. And then I took the white resin and I just did these swirly circles, and I'm like, all right, let's see what happens with this. So that was it. I was hoping to come up with some sort of like a flower look, but that's not what happened. So check this out. And this is what it looks like about a half hour later. Really changed a lot. Even the little heart I did. I can't wait to unmold this tomorrow. Alright guys, so it doesn't look like it changed much from when I showed you about a half an hour after. I'm sure other things were happening, but I'm going to do the unmolding now. I'm going to actually probably do some sort of top coat because there's like a lip here. I don't know. I'm so curious to see how this turned out. I'm so bad at pouring, like acrylic pouring and this like resin pouring to come out with these effects. All right, so whoop, I'm still a little bendy, but I can touch this. All right, here we go. Let's see, what does it look like on this side? A hot mess, no. Oh, see, that sucks so bad, but this side's pretty. Interesting. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do like a fill coat with maybe just some shimmer, but this is actually really pretty. But yeah, oh well, you know, it's just playing around. Let's see what this heart did. What did the heart do? Nothing. This heart is so ugly. All right, that's gonna go in the trash can. This, I'm gonna do a top coat. So this needs to cure a little bit more. It actually doesn't need to cure more for me to do the coat, but I've got something to do. So when I come back, I'm gonna put a top coat on. So I mixed up 15 mLs of my epoxy, which I didn't think I was going to use the entire 15. I thought that was going to be overkill, but I wound up actually using all of it. And so I put in just a little bit of ultrafine shimmer, which a lot of you know I use this a lot, and I absolutely love the effects that it makes over top of something that doesn't have glitter. And so I pour a little bit in here. And I just like swirl it around a little bit, and then I realized, wow, I'm gonna need a lot more. So I wound up just pouring the entire cup on there. And so now I'm just taking a popsicle stick and I am just pushing it out to that little lip. Remember earlier I said there was kind of like a little lip because I didn't fill it all the way to the top, and so it wasn't domed. which wound up being perfect because you know what? Once I poured this epoxy with the ultrafine shimmer in there, I was like, this is absolutely perfect. This kind of looks like I don't know, a solar system or something. Like, it's just interesting and not what I expected, but I totally fell in love with it. So it really, really grew on me. So I'm going to cover this. I heat it with my torch to pop the bubbles, and then I put a popsicle stick under it to try to level it out, and then I put like a little cover on it, and then I'm going to be back to talk about what happened. All right, guys, so I was going to completely just scrap this video, and I thought, you know what? It is what it is. I made a mistake, and I'm going to show you what I did. So I laid this on paper instead of silicone, and I had a popsicle stick just to make it level. Well, it wasn't level enough, and when I torched it, it heated up just enough for the epoxy to flow over the side and basically glue the paper and the popsicle stick to my coaster. So what am I going to do to fix this? Well, I'm going to take some of these and I'm going to pull off, I'm going to fix these edges. All right. And just, I'm going to peel off what I can. The joys of crafting. When you mess up, you're like, oh no. And I do. I mess up a lot. I mess up a ton. Sometimes I feel like there are days where I spend more time fixing crap than making stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this off camera. Clean up these edges. What I'm going to do for the back side of this now is I'm going to put a foam piece on over top of this, so that's going to cover that hot mess. And then I think I'm going to finish the edges with gold. So I will be back in a little bit when I am done with these edges. Oh, you know, this would be a good time to try out the deburring tool that I bought somewhere around here. Tools and tricks of the trade that make things easier. And once you've gotten to a point where you know, are at wit's end. So, deburring tool with 10 blades. I've never used this. I've seen it used. It looks like it's pretty easy to use and effective and so worth the money, which these aren't expensive. But it looks pretty sharp. But I'm just going to peel off. Ooh. Oh, make sure it's tight in there. For some reason, this isn't tight. Be careful with this. I don't know how to use it. Approved for automotive. This is approved for automotive. I don't know what you're deburring in automotive. But I don't like the way it's twisting, so I'm going to have to look at the directions. But it's working really well to take these edges off. Ooh, nice. All right. I'm going to have to look at the directions and come back. All right. So there's definitely a learning curve to this deburring tool because it swivels. So you have to be careful. Its angle. It's all about the angle. And it works really, really nice to take off those sharp edges. But you got to get used to it swiveling and then it just, the angle. But like mine is a special circumstance because I've got other crap in the way. But like around like the regular, just taking that off, it comes off nice and easy. So once you get used to the swivel, it pretty much takes the right angle itself. So this is definitely worth it if you've got these edges on. You do a lot of coaster work or keychain work and you have these edges. Definitely worth getting one of these for a couple of bucks off of Amazon. All right, so I just wanted to just show you that this does work. It's just you have to learn how to use it. All right, so, you know, just another tool for the trade to make things easier and smoother rather than sanding, because I hate sanding. And sanding leaves those white edges and rougher edges than this. So this thing's pretty cool. I definitely recommend it. I'll link it down below. All right, so I'm going to finish deburring these edges and cleaning them up, and then I am going to use my gold leafing tool to finish this off. But I mean, this is beautiful. It's not what I was looking for, but I love it, and these colors came out gorgeous. So I'll be back in a bit. All right, guys, so I've used this in a lot of my videos, and I absolutely love this Primo pen. You know, and as an alternative, if you don't have one of these pens, but you have gold leafing, you could do gold foil. So you would put Aleene's, tack it over and over around the edge, and then put your gold leafing around, your gold foil around, which would be really nice too. But I really like this gold leafing pen. It goes on nice, it's easy to use, and when you take it at an angle, let's see which way, there you go. When you take it at an angle, you can give this like look on the top. If you can see that. It just, I don't know, it gives us this interesting like encased in metal kind of look, which I really like. It's totally up to you. You don't have to do this. You can do it in another color. I just like the gold because the ultrafine shimmer gives off like a gold hue, so I thought it would look really, really nice. Oops. All right, so what happens when you make a mistake with this, and you see I did a little doohickey here, you can quickly grab some 91% alcohol and a Q-tip, or if you can get it quick enough, you just grab your Q-tip and take it off. But you gotta do it quick, otherwise 91% alcohol. So it took it off. All right, so I'm gonna finish these edges off camera, and then I'm gonna come back with my final remarks. All right, guys, this is it for this video. So overall, I loved the pour cup. I liked the deburring tool after I learned how to use it correctly, and I love the colors of these mica powders. So overall, this was a success, even though it didn't come out exactly how I want it. I love it, and I hope you guys too. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, share, comment. I love to hear your feedback. All of those things help my channel to grow. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can see when I upload new videos. And don't forget to check out my Facebook group and Instagram. And don't forget GMI Superstars group. They have fun giveaways every Sunday. All right, guys, I will see you all next time. Bye.